Two friends were having a conversation. One friend looked at the other and said, "Did you know that whenever you laugh, it adds 10 seconds to your life?" The other friend looked in disbelief. Today, because of so much stress in the world, many people have lost their sense of humor. May I please get the first slide pulled up? Because that slide shows what laughter really is. It says laughter is good for the soul. Thank you for that first slide. You may think this is a very easy topic. Why should we be discussing about this topic? Well, today many people have minimized the importance of laughter to their well-being. According to the Harvard Gazette, and I quote, "Laughing is one of the most cost-effective ways to feel good." End of quote. So what then is laughter? Well, let's get the definition from the National Library of Medicine. There it says, and I quote, "Laughter is a normal and natural physiologic response to certain stimuli." But now we've spoken a little bit about what laughter is. What can we say is the benefit of laughter? Can I please get the second slide pulled up, which shows some of the benefits? There it says it releases endorphins, it reduces stress, it helps relieve pain, lowers blood pressure, increases blood flow, and so many others. Thank you for that slide. So we can say for a fact that laughing has positive effects on our health and how we address pain. Another effect it has is psychological and physiological positive effects. But we need to delve deeper into laughter. Let's consider the two types of laughter. So based on research, it says the two types of laughter are spontaneous laughter and self-induced or simulated laughter. But now, laughter has its positive side. What would we say is the opposite of laughter? That's sadness. And we know for a fact that sadness, it brings out negative consequences. But the third point that I would like to bring up is that laughter can also be a form of therapy. How so? Well, research has shown that laughter can trigger a hormone that is called endorphins. Now, according to an article by Salem Press Encyclopedia, endorphins are regarded as, and I quote, "the body's natural painkillers." Now, this article continues to say that laughter moves lymph fluid around the body because of the convulsions that come from the process of laughter. So whenever we laugh, the movements that we make, they contribute to our well-being. Now, this point I found to be very interesting, and it's something that I would like everybody else in my audience to take note of. Now, we have our third slide, which brings it down to in the workplace. Is there any way that laughter can contribute to positive effects in the workplace? Can we please get the third slide? And that slide shows how laughter can be a game changer in the workplace. But now let's investigate further. Thank you for that slide. So one of the most important ways that laughter contributes in the workplace, it says that it helps in providing relief from stress. And this is known to be true because based on an article that was written, it says a more relaxed team is formed and a happier team is formed. End of quote. It also improves communication among teams in the workplace. So we all can subscribe to a laughter prescription. I have one prescription that I'd like to share with you, an example of a prescription, but you can also make yours. So now we'll put the acronym FIT, that's F-I-T-T. For F, the frequency, you could say once a week, or I, intensity, you can do belly laughing, or T, time, at least 15 minutes, and T, the other T, type, you could laugh to your favorite show. Now, we've said a lot, but let's summarize. So some of the main points are that laughter is important to our physical, social, emotional well-being. But also we've identified that laughter can be therapeutic, and that can help us with even emotional stress. And we also finished up with the fact that even in the workplace, it's important to introduce laughter. Now, in conclusion, I'd like to quote an expression by Pablo which here he said, and I quote, he said, laughter is the language of the soul, end of quote. So laughing has no side effects. So let's take advantage of it. Thank you.